Alright. Now we should be live. Alright, chat, you need to understand. I was early. I was actually early. But YouTube changed my stream key for some reason. I don't know why. I am upset about this. So I would have been here on time if it wasn't for the stream key being randomly changed.
Yeah, he thought he was live, and it wasn't until I looked at my stream, and I was like, it's not streaming for me. And I
Yeah, because
refreshed, and I was like, yeah, it's still not working.
yeah, because I was responding to comments. I was talking about how I'm still sick and feeling like garbage. I even did a little.
You can't keep me in here, Megatron!
But yeah, uh, what? No more Avowed? How am I supposed to go to sleep if if Kree is playing a game with interesting and well-written characters? I will be playing more Avowed at some point. Bob's and Vegene? Sure. When more Dark Souls? Some point, I don't know when. I do want to return to it. I do really, really want to return to it. 3:15 a.m., what a weird hour. Well, it was only 9:15 for me, p.m. How far Obsidian has fallen. I mean, I was talking to Pagan about it before the stream started. I wouldn't really call Avowed bad quite yet. Kree, you're muted? No, I'm not. I could see that I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't call Avowed bad. It's just that I would change most things about it to make it good. The dialogue is awful so far. The combat I could tolerate if the writing was, like, really good. There's other things I can't remember. I don't, I'm not a big fan of the gear system, but I don't mind it. It's fine, I guess. Maybe. $5 from Michigan Gun Nut. Thank you. Did you hear that Doge is doing a deep dive on Oliver Swanwick, exposing how deep and interesting his character is? I can't wait. Let me tab back into the game. I don't even remember what I was doing last time. God, the coughing has just gotten worse since I started the stream.
As it tends to go.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dark Souls, someone shared in the server a really terrible video that came out last year. Someone saying Dark Souls 1 is a shit game. It's over an hour long and really bad. Okay. Potential stag material, I guess, but I don't know. Avowed looks like a definitive edition for $20 type purchase in Winter Sale 2026. Maybe. Is it not a bad game? Avowed? Or Dark Souls? Dark Souls isn't a bad game. I'd say Dark Souls is very good. Avowed, like, so far from my time played, I wouldn't say it's bad yet. But it could definitely get there. There's still room for it to... What's the opposite of improve?
Devolve.
Well, that's the opposite of evolve.
Rafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
Deprove.
Sure, yeah. There's room for it to deprove. That's how little I care. I don't even care about finding, like, the right word to describe it. Deprove, degrade, downgrade, worsen. Yeah, degrade sounds right. Decline? Yeah, kinda. Anyways, I still have a whole bunch of quests I haven't done yet that I should do. I just don't even know where to go for a lot of them right now. It's crazy how much time I've put into this game already and how I've done a lot of the core quests and a lot of key locations I just haven't been to yet. Maybe I should go to Jacobstown and do all that stuff. Why do you have the Game Boy with you? Because Pagan is my friend.
You know, I still find it funny that we were gonna do the whole Fallout New Vegas thing like together, where we were gonna stream the entire game in pairs, and then that like, God, how many episodes did that last? Like
3?
4 or 5? I don't. Was it only 3?
Yeah, I mean, I still think it was a good idea. There's just numerous factors that played into, like, that going way off track. Although I do think it would be interesting to find another game where we could go through at the same time, where it's a lot more linear.
This
And,
hell on my back, boss.
Well, in that case, maybe when you get to Stalker Gamma, we could do that together.
I said linear.
It is kind of linear in a way, kind of.
Well,
Baldur's Gate 3 together? Eh.
No. I tried playing more Baldur's Gate 3. I got a little bit further, but it's just one of those games that just doesn't appeal to me very much.
I haven't played it since last time I did it on stream. I think you missed my super chat. Right, you did send another one. I'm sorry. $2 from Michigan Gunnut. Thank you. You're going to the Atomic Wrangler for Fisto. I've already done that quest. I know you're like shitpost memeing, but I actually did already do that quest. Hello, Goodman. Hello, Mertzman. Hello, all my Enwas.
you Inva.
Here we go.
Fighting over.
Yeah, I forgot I had the fucking waifu suit from Old World Blues on still.
Oh yeah, we need to start getting ready to do the another nuke stream.
Oh yeah,
He's
I
released
forgot
another
about that.
video.
Yeah, I saw that. Best quest in New Vegas. That's really hard to fucking like choose because there's so many good quests. One of my favorites is still GI Blues. That's an easy, obvious pick.
Ready?
Uh,
Steady.
Come fly with me. I guess I killed all the Legion's elite assassins, and now they're just sending their remaining guys.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
I haven't unlocked the followers' safe house. Is there anything like special in there that I should get?
There's an all-purpose science suit, and there's like some magazines. I think that's it, though.
Not really selling me on it.
Yeah, it's not really worth going in there.
Sleeping done. Fighting now.
Fighting what? REEEEEEEEE. Legion's definitely not sending their
Bad
best.
guys dealt with. Time to fight.
The Legion are not sending their best into the Mojave. We must deport them to the afterlife.
Over.
$5 for a Michigan gun nut. Thank you. I was talking with a Bethesda fan about quests and choices. I brought up GI Blues. They said it was bad because all you do is talk to people. I mean, yeah, that's the typical fucking Bethesdoid response. Oh, it's boring because you just talk to people. Well, yeah. That's kind of
That's
the
fucking
point.
Fallout, retard.
Yeah. If you want to play a game about shooting people, there's fucking thousands of them out there. Go pick one.
Yeah.
Those of us who actually like story in our game would like to keep the story in Fallout, regardless of what Bethesda is doing to fuck it over. Kritosis, we'll be watching Season 2. Are you ready for Season 2 of the Fallout show to show a better version in New Vegas? Bruh. I will be watching and covering Season 2. I understand if Pagan and such don't want to after Season 1. We all knew it was going to be bad. But man, that was way worse than even I thought it was going to be. It's literally the fucking Malcolm in the Middle meme of, I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. You sound like anime fans. How does one sound like an anime fan? Not even talking about anime. But, hey Pagan, that's a good way to segue into talking about our favorite anime, the Venture Brothers.
God, it's so good going back and rewatching it. I forgot just how good it really was. Like I remember really, really liking it. Like it was a huge part of my childhood. But going back and watching it again, it's like, yeah, no, this still holds up really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to do a rewatch of it for a few years, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And, the other day, Pagan was just like, you know what we should do? We should watch
Haven't seen
Venture...
anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
We should watch, Venture Brothers. And it's like, yeah. Yes, let's do this. Because I had a lot of time off while I was sick, right? Last night we finished season 3. We've watched, like, the first 3 seasons, all within, like, just under 2 weeks. God, it is so fucking funny. I love it.
Yeah. Oh God. There were some jokes in there that I was like, I forgot they went that spicy.
Oh yeah, they're dropping fucking gamer words, like, just casually. It is... They have another character just yell at someone to fucking kill themselves. It is great. Don't neglect to wash the walking eye. Fucking walking eye.
Yeah, that's something I was talking to Cree about, is that I love that Old World Blues is basically just one big reference to the Venture Bros in the form of a DLC, and I fucking love that.
Yeah. I love that they got the voice actor for Rusty Venture to voice one of the think tank. It's just so perfect.
It is perfect. And he's basically his character from the show too,
Yeah.
because like
Well-
he's exactly the same. Like he's a scientist who's kind of washed up, is jealous of another bigger scientist than who actually made him who actually like went somewhere because Mr. House actually became famous and everything. So he's fucking pissed off at him. And it's just perfect. It's literally just him, and I love it.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things I was reading up last night after we finished the season. Apparently they rewrote Dr. O to more closely fit Dr. Venture.
Good.
I also just see someone in chat, ignore me!
Yeah. God, it's funny too because he was like he does nothing like wrong. He even like picks up the baby and brings it back to the mother, and then he gets shot in the head. It's like, I just saved your entire planet. It's like, how?
That is one of the funny things about the show is sometimes like they'll have whole plot lines going on in an episode and they'll just leave it unresolved for like shits and giggles pretty much. Like the premiere episode of season 2 where Dr. Venture activates the teleporter and he gets split into different pieces. And you know, half of them, like his torso is stuck through the wall and his legs are poking out of the TV and they can't find his other arm. And they don't fucking like resolve how they got him back together. The end fucking credits clip joke is the Monarch escaped jail and someone reaches out a hand to help him. And he sees it's just this random fucking disembodied arm sticking out of the rock and he's just like, what?
Yeah.
God, it's so good. Damn, girl, do you smoke cigarettes or eat them? It is fucking funny. Like, it's the kind of thing you wouldn't see in, like, any other show where Dr. Girlfriend just has, like, the deepest fucking gravelly voice there. Literally fucking just a dude talking like this all the time.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Thanks, guys. You really saved me from those mantises. 500 cigarettes.
I know we like really went into it like last night while we were discussing it, but I just love how all of the voice acting in that show is just so perfect. Like everyone has such a distinct, unique voice that perfectly fits their characters.
Yeah.
Like no one feels out of place, you know? Like everyone has like the perfect voice for their character, and it's like, God, if I ever made a show for myself, you know, it's like though that is the kind of cast that I would want for my show.
Yeah. Because, yeah, sometimes you see with, like, different cartoons where you see a character and then they finally talk, it's like, oh my god, that's your... okay. Where it's just like, yeah, that voice doesn't match the character model at all. Because, like, imagine a fucking dork-ass nerd voice coming out of Brock, you know? Or literally just switch Brock and Dr. Venture's voices, and how, like, fucking weird that would be.
Ready.
Yeah.
Because they don't fit the way the characters look.
I've been doing this longer than you, pal. Here we go.
We haven't seen anybody.
Give an
in a while.
example.
I can't
Maybe the
believe-
monsters
An
have
example of
stealth
what?
suits,
Char-
too.
Characters with bad voices that don't match. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I just know I've seen that before in different shows.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Shit.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I can't believe that the guy who voices Dr. Orpheus had like almost no
Filmography. Yeah. I was actually wanting to
after the
bring that
fact.
up.
It's like how?
I was wanting to bring that up too. You know how sometimes you go onto someone's like Wikipedia or IMDb and find out they've been in like 1,000 things? It's like, oh shit. I didn't know you were that prolific. Because like the guy who does Brock's voice, Patrick Warburton, he's in a ton of stuff. I knew that already, but it was so much more than what I was expecting. It's like, okay, let's see what some of these other people have done. And you find the Wikipedia for Orpheus's voice actor, and his filmography is literally 3 things. The first of which is Venture Bros, which he's done from 2004 to 2018. And then it's like some random movie and some other random movie that no one has ever heard of. It's like, how the fuck is Dr. Orpheus? Like, you hear him in Venture Brothers. He sounds like a distinguished voice actor who's been in the game for fucking 20 years. Well, I mean, technically he has at this point, but you know what I mean. Like, surely this is someone who's in like dozens of different cartoons or games or whatever else. No, his filmography is just 3 things. How?
Yeah, it's crazy to me, especially after Venture Brothers. It feels like he would be like,
Yeah.
you know, you would think that people would be like, oh yeah, like this guy, we should get him on here or something, you know, but no.
Because he's not some dude who just like talks normally. He doesn't show up and just be like, hello, I am Dr. Orpheus. This is the thing you need to deal with. Bye. He does his whole like magician over the top voice. Like every single episode he appears where he's like, Dr. Venture, you know?
Yeah.
The souls of the damned.
Dr. Orpheus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thing is,
It's one of those things where it's like you would think he would show up a lot in like other Adult Swim projects and stuff because, you know, he's like, they already got him, you know, it's like he's already working on an Adult Swim project that's super popular and he has an amazing voice for what he's doing. So you would think they'd be like, oh, hey, we have this other project as well. Would you like to come on to that or something? It's like, no, there's nothing like that.
Yeah. And then
It's weird.
And then we see on his IMDb page that he did a voice in one episode of some shitty CalArts cartoon. It's like, oh, but why?
Yeah.
Thing is, Warburton basically did the same voice in every role. Kinda. Like, you can hear the similarities between, like, Brock Samson, Joe Swanson, and Kronk. But each of them, I'd still say, are different enough where they're very distinct. Because, Brock Samson does the thing a lot where he either yells, which you don't really get from Joe Swanson or Kronk. And he does the thing where he kind of, like, trails off. Like, oh, Dean and Hank are doing their Go Team Venture, and Brock is just like, yeah, they kind of do that a lot. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, you can hear he's, like, almost fucking embarrassed by these 2 dork-ass kids.
And one thing I mean by that when I say, like, you know, that it's surprising that they don't take him from, like, one Adult Swim project into another, because they did that with Venture Bros. There was the Master, who Dr. Orpheus goes to talk to, and he's clearly the fucking, like, it's the same voice actor that does the voice of the coach from Home Movies.
$5 from Mischi, thank you. Would you play a game with the same premises as Duel 1971? Let
I bet
Pagan
no
look
one
it up
has
if
ever been as
necessary.
unnoticed as me.
Yeah, I've never heard of that game, unfortunately. Let me, look it up real quickly. Duel 1971. Now, is that a game or is that a movie? Now, it looks like a movie. David Mann, played by Dennis Weaver, a mild-mannered electronic salesman, is driving cross-country on a two-lane highway when he encounters an old oil tanker driven by an unseen driver who seems to enjoy annoying him with dangerous antics on the road. Unable to escape the demonic big rig, David finds himself in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the monstrous truck. When the pursuit escalates to deadly levels, David must summon his inner warrior and turn the tables on his tormentor. Sounds like it could be an interesting movie. I just don't know how you would make a game of it. I might check that out at some point, though. That does sound like a good movie.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Night King.
I just thought of that fucking
And if you're NCR,
bit in
they're not popular around
the
here.
Venture Brothers where he's like, yeah, I saw the guy and part of me was telling him, let him go. He won't come back. You can tell. But another part of me was like, kill him. So I did.
Yeah, talking about the random henchman that gets turned into a zombie. Dude, the fucking Scooby-Doo episode. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God. It looks like we've stumbled across a Dracula factory, gang. They turned the guy into a zombie. They turned him into a Frankenstein, and when this guy first woke up into like being undead because Rusty Venture fucking Frankensteined him, he attacked Rusty, so Brock caved his head in with a fucking fire extinguisher. So they cut off the top of someone else's head and put it on. And because this one henchman was white, the top of the head that they put on from someone else was black. So he just had someone else's like skull cap with like complete with skin and hair.
And they keep bringing it up too. They're like, why does he have an African American head?
Yes.
Oh God, Brock mad, Brock mad. And then at the very end, when he's gonna take him to the fucking like strip club to see prostitutes, because that's all he's wanted throughout the whole episode, just him going prostitute. He finally takes him to the strip club, and he's just like, Brock good. He like punches a hole through his fucking car roof. Yay, Brock good.
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask. A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story. Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight.
They could not make a show like the Venture Brothers nowadays.
Basic human
Yeah, that was one thing I was talking about with Creed the other night was
Yeah.
We'll see to
if
it.
they did that today, it would literally just be like, because that's the thing. The Venture Brothers is a parody of Johnny Quest, and it's basically like it's its own thing, but it's basically like a sequel to that show where it's like, what would a child who grew up like that actually be like as an adult?
Yeah.
And like that's the whole premise. And so it's basically like a direct sequel, but it's done in such a way that even though it's a parody and it clearly like makes fun of that sort of thing, it's still like, one, it's hilarious, like they actually had good writing and characters, but it's also done in such a way where it's like you could tell there's still like a level of love and respect for those old cartoons and in how they do things and stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, you could tell they clearly liked the setting and the adventures and all that sort of stuff. Whereas nowadays, if they did something like that, it would be like, it would be cynical in the way that like, because Venture Brothers is also very cynical, but they do it in such a way that it's more charming. Whereas if they did it today, it would literally just be like, this thing is shit. We obviously hate it.
Yeah.
And all the characters are going to be fucking insufferable and the jokes aren't going to be very funny.
Yeah.
Also, it would not have any of the really spicy jokes that fucking Venture Brothers has today, for sure.
Careful with that toy. It houses the souls of 2 foul-mouthed truckers.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "That is a oh shit." I can't remember what the toy.
I forget. It was like, did he say it was like a Micronaut or something?
No. It's like a big boy or something like that. Like oh, it's a homie. That's what it was. He was like, that is a homie. It's like, it houses the souls of 2 foul-mouthed rednecks.
Right, because these 2 random truckers started harassing Dr. Orpheus at this diner, and they kept calling him a fucking... They called him the fun word for homosexual.
Yeah. They kept calling him the F word over and over. And he like gives them a warning where it's like, if you do that again, it'll be the last thing you ever do. And then he does it again. He like traps their soul in the homie toy.
Bubblehead homeboy. Yeah, I think that was it. It was a homeboy.
Yeah.
The word that Creed likes to use, fig. Yeah. It's really funny after he gave them the warning and the trucker was just like, fig it.
Yeah, just God, I love this show. It's so good.
It is. It really is.
They'll take it eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here.
The mighty monarch.
That's how revolutions start.
I love that one bit where she's like, just pretend it's Dr. Venture. He like takes the fucking like laser rocket launcher thing and walks up to him, giving like some big speech about how much he hates him, and then blows his head off.
Yes.
Just straight up kills him.
I like how they kept getting his name wrong the whole time and he kept correcting him too. Oh yes, Dr. Manatee here. Dugong! Yeah, whatever.
I love that one episode where they keep teasing fucking Henchman 1 that he's gonna die and everything. He's like, guys, come on, it's actually starting to get to me. What the fuck? Stop.
Swimming alone in a water pipe. That's definitely gonna be death.
Why would you do that? Why would you go by yourself?
Rip Speedy. That wasn't even Speedy. That was number 1. That was a new henchman. In fact, they use Speedy as like, let me tell you about a henchman called Speedy.
It's so good.
Dude, that first episode of Speedy, though, where it's like, oh, he was this close to earning his wings. It's like, they tracked Brock and knocked him out. And he had such a death grip on Speedy, none of them could get him loose. So they just shot him with the trank as well.
It's so good. Oh my god.
I can't get out.
Yes,
The
Father,
buckle is stuck.
Yes, Father, cleanse us.
Why would you do that? Why would you buckle up? Why would you do that?
I don't know. Oh my god. It's such a classic show. I love it so much. Everything about it is perfect. Like the animation, now, as we talked about last night, early on, the animation was pretty cheap, and it's like it actually uses a lot of the same tricks that the original show did, which is also why it kind of looks so not good at first. But then, like, you know, they got a better budget and the animation got a lot better. But I love this style, that like old. It's basically just like a better looking version of those like really old cartoons with the with like the thick bold outlines, and like everything is really sharp, and the aesthetic is like retro futuristic 70s sort of thing, and it just looks really good.
Yeah.
I love the way the show looks. I love the voice acting is easily the best part. The writing is amazing. The characters are great. It's just such an all-around good show.
Brock, are you okay? They hit me with a truck. Say the line, they hit me with a car. Plays. I can't imitate the voice, unfortunately.
Yeah, they hit me with a truck. I love the music that plays whenever he's like mowing down the henchman with his car. Like really dramatic. Dun 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 dun. Like as he's like mowing them all down. It's so good.
Okay, Pagan can do it better. Well, I'm also sick right now, but yeah, I can't. I'm not good at imitating voices. $5 from Mischi, thank you. Someone on V said Bethesda Fallout was like a substitute DM in Dungeons and Dragons with an IQ of 70. That's pretty generous. But yeah, I can see why they would say that. That's pretty accurate.
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part.
Wait, I just joined the stream. What show's Pagan talking about? We're talking about Venture Bros. Like an actual fucking 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah. Yeah, it is easily one of the best shows I've watched.
In fact,
probably ever.
That's one of the things I noticed while watching the show, is this might be the only instance of like writers doing intentional cringe stuff that's like bearable.
Yeah. Where the joke is actually made funny because of the fact that they're making something cringe.
Yeah. Hey, look, chat's fixed. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything. That might have actually just been a problem due to Avowed. I don't know.
Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland.
I've
been there myself. Doubt they'd let them.
Yeah, other than Venture Brothers, we've also been watching Free Run.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying that so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see the I keep forgetting what they call it, but the like certification committee thing.
Oh, the guild?
That arc. Yeah, that arc is really good.
So if out is so bad it breaks streaming, I wouldn't say. Again, I was talking earlier about it. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's good either. It's very mid.
Yeah.
I said I changed pretty much everything about it to make it good, but I don't hate it yet. The combat I could deal with if the writing was good. The dialogue is fucking awful. The upgrade system is... It's alright, I guess. Just not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Is it a good anime? Yes. I'm glad Kree finally got to see the one scene with all of the full context behind it as well, because that makes it so much better.
Which one?
Kill yourself.
Yes.
That scene is so fucking good.
Yeah, I love the build up to like the reveal, and it's like just the way they make it look, the thing. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but like the way she wins that, oh man, that is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using.
I've pretended to
One of
be
the reasons
retarded
they
for
settled
so
Gables
long.
down was so
The
they
state
could
is
use
natural to me
While
now.
they're in town, trouble is the Nightkin don't like being visible.
God.
They don't take being exposed too well.
No, I see. You got to the fascism. That word has lost all meaning. Anyone who fucking, like, calls anything fascistic at this point is literally a fucking clown person. It is not worthy of your time. Oh, this piece of media has something I don't like in it. That means it's fascist.
Yeah, I hate it. Here comes the far right. Yeah, exactly. I fucking love that. But yeah, it's so stupid. After that scene happened, I was talking to Kree about the fact that like there's fucking people on Twitter and other places
Such as
that are doing the thing again that they always do, where they defend like the shitty fucking race that has like no redeeming quality whatsoever. They're literally pure evil, and they fucking defend them as if like they're the victim and shit like that. And oh, the protagonist of Freeran is actually a fascist genocidal maniac who's killing innocent killing innocent creatures. Like the demons have to do this to survive, and it's like, no, they don't. They literally don't. They literally show them eating a fucking apple in the episode. They just do it because they're a fucking assholes.
Jimmy, little
Like, you can't
Jimmy.
trust them.
My, how you're grown up. So good of you to come visit your grandma.
Yeah, I've always
But
hated
yeah,
the arguments that, oh, you can't have races in fantasy that are just inherently evil. Why the fuck not, bitch? Well,
Yeah.
that's what I want to write. I hate this need, like, obviously I like nuanced writing, but there's actually a legitimate time and place for mindless fucking bloodthirsty orcs that want to kill everything. There is a good reason for those to exist. And,
yeah.
shocker, you can have both things in a setting. Everyone vote Kree to do Lonesome Road next. That's the only DLC I have to do next. Left? Yeah, it's the only DLC I have to do left. I will be solo streaming for that one.
I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids. Talk to you soon.
He means I won't be here to talk over all the dialogue because he hasn't heard any of it yet.
Wow, rude. I do wish they didn't remove the water.
Yeah. There's a mod that restores it.
I should probably go get Rex to get him fucking fixed up. Tree, have you tried the Dry Wells mod? Never heard of it. I don't do a whole lot of modding for these games anymore. I haven't in probably over a decade at this point. But how am I supposed to know about obscure MLP lore without Pagan talking about it over Ulysses spurging out about ghosts and dreadlocks? You could just watch Pagan's stream of Lonesome Road.
Yeah. I think we talked about MLP at least once during that DLC. I think.
You should go watch Pagan's 12-hour stream of Lonesome Road and pick through it for any mentions of the cartoon.
Speaking of which,
Oh boy.
So, what can I do for you?
I've started watching season 8, and
No,
my God,
chat!
it is.
Look what you've done!
It has been nothing but cringe. It is so bad. I hate it.
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up. He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Okay, Pagan. What's wrong with these episodes of the horse cartoon?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
So,
If you found a way to help my
the
poor Rex,
fucking
I'd be much obliged.
season
Go to
8
the vet, you
opens
need to talk to Julie
with,
Forrest up in the Mormon Fort north of here. Maybe you'll
shit,
have
which
better
episode
luck
was
than
that
I did.
actually that I'm trying to remember? Was season 8 the one that has the... Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh my God, the stupid fucking school that they open up that literally just... I hate it. Oh my God, Okay, I can't go into that one because that will actually take hours to talk about, but...
Oh my God.
The more recent stuff I've watched from season 8 has literally just been fucking... Here's a retarded premise, something happens, and then the rest of the episode is mostly just... It's just cringe. It's just pure cringe. It's literally just the characters doing something cringe on screen for like 15 minutes. And that's it. And then it just ends. And it's like, oh my God, I fucking hate this. It's so painful to watch. I hate it.
Here, I can help you out, Pagan.
Hate.
Embrace your inner am.
And it's so boring. Like, everything is just so animated, so fucking, like, boringly. Like, there's no slapstick humor anymore. There's no, like, exaggerated movements or anything. They just do dumb faces. That's all they ever do anymore is, oh, here's a stupid face to look at. Isn't that funny? And it's fucking boring.
No, Rex's condition.
Especially when they used to do, like, such really good, like, cartoon movements and stuff for the show. And now it's just... It's just the most static shit ever. Like, the fucking camera angles are just like a static, non-moving camera angle, and it's just like shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, which is fucking boring.
of one man who might
the characters rarely go off model or do any kind of like interesting movements anymore. They just stand around.
Last I heard, he was
The dialogue is horrible. Like, actually, some of the worst writing I've ever seen.
Rates of injury.
It's all just so bad, and it just keeps getting worse. It just becomes more and more like, I don't know, baby toddler slop shit with each new season that comes. They really should have just ended at season 5. Season 5 should have just been the last season, and they should not have gone any further, because it only gets worse and worse after that. I hate it.
20 ARS from Draguo Dot. Thank you. Haber getting promoted to producer explains all.
Morning.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Haber is the biggest problem with that fucking show.
Combat.
He fucking ruined it.
Just kidding.
What show? MLP Gen 4. It went from actually a really good, like weirdly in-depth and well-written show into actual fucking toddler slop by the time that season 6 rolls around. And it just gets worse and worse with each new fucking season after that, because there's they got a new writer, they got a new head writer on the show, and all the old writers by that point had either like stopped writing or had left the show. And you could just tell that they don't care. They have like no appreciation for what the show was. They just came on and was like, oh yeah, so it's a dumb baby show. Okay, that's how we'll write it then. And it's like, that's not what it fucking was. There's a reason why it was such a huge phenomenon. It was a weirdly good show. It was like Lord of the Rings in cartoon form. It was fucking good. It had an amazing setting and world, and the characters were really well written and realistic, and the story was just well written. There was a lot of good lore and stuff. The humor was good. The animation was charming and fun to watch. And then these new writers come in and they're just like, okay, let's do the most boring, static shit you've ever seen. Let's make all of the characters cringe and just fucking like caricatures of who they like used to be. And let's just constantly do cringe shit for like the entire episode, so that only babies would like even be able to watch the fucking show. Hate it.
Second, he doesn't like hats or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why.
All right then.
Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it though. Other than the occasion.
Do you mean G4 or G5? G4, but G5 kind of extends into that, where G5 is just more of the same in terms of like the later seasons of G4. They basically just continued with that and made it like shit as well. In fact, it does a lot of character assassination. I hate G5 for what it did to Twilight and her friends and everything, and just turned them into fucking... It straight up turned her into a dictator. A fucking crazy despot who fucking ruins her friends' lives for no reason. Fucking hate that shit.
See, chat.
Starlight Glimmer equals Starlight Glimmer equals Poochie. Yes, she is literally fucking Poochie.
See, chat. Look what you did. You got him going.
Yeah, you did get me going, because now I'm fucking fuming.
50 ARS from Jaguo Dot. Thank you. Faust was a cartoonist with years of experience. Haber is a millennial who, before FIM, only wrote 3 episodes for some boring cartoon no one remembers.
Yep.
I have no idea.
Well, don't worry. When we do the rewatch, you'll understand. It'll all make sense.
You're not presenting a convincing argument to watch this show when you're just going on of like, oh my god, I hate this. Okay,
so here's the thing. You know how you're making me rewatch Game of Thrones with you?
And Doctor Who.
And Doctor Who. And you know how those shows are really good until they're not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the MLP. It's really good until it isn't.
Okay.
It's literally the exact same thing as that, where it's like you have a show that was really well done, like weirdly well done, and was kind of a huge phenomenon, and then a new writer comes in and just absolutely fucking ruins it.
Okay, I'm not gonna be putting up with that in my chat. If you like, I don't care about the cartoon myself, but when you start shit talking my friend, hold on, it won't let me tab out. There we go. Look, like the show, don't like the show, think it's weird to like it, whatever, I don't care. You should talk my friend, that's it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Not gonna be putting up with that.
We'll talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Get over it.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak.
I didn't even see what the comments were, so I can't, like...
I remember her living with a pack of hounds.
Do you want to know?
Aside from her, I know that the fiends and Caesar's legion
I don't know.
could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
I just saw that some people are saying that he was talking about the showrunner guy, not me, but I don't know if that's true because I didn't see the comments.
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth.
He called you gay. That is slander!
No.
I'm currently investigating
No, it wasn't
the
that.
Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well.
I'm pretty sure that's not right. Pagan, it's not the fault of Game of Thrones. The guy never finished the books, which is why it sucks. I don't think that's why the show sucks. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the writers that were writing the show, not the...
There's an argument to be made that the show would have been better if the books were completed, because they would have had that source material to work off of instead of his notes. Problem is, they still could have ended the show well without the books, and they didn't. They kind of rushed it, actually. I'm pretty sure HBO was wanting to give them more seasons, more episodes, and they were like, no. And even with the episodes they had, they could have done something decent, and it gets really fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, didn't they basically rush it because they thought they were going to get a chance to write for Star Wars or something, and it was going to propel them?
I think they were
higher?
I think they were already signed up for Star Wars, and then they they kind of rushed Game of Thrones, and then once that crashed and burned, it like completely ruined their reputation.
Yeah.
$2 from Lottie, thank you. Thoughts on Fallout London? I'd love to see a vid. I haven't played it yet. I have seen one video of it, and I'll be honest, I wasn't too impressed with it. There's a lot of stuff there that I found pretty off-putting, actually. But, maybe I'll play it at some point.
Yeah, from that video we watched, it looked like there was a lot of, like, Fallout 4 isms in it, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning. I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Cree, should Fallout 5 be set in Texas? Fallout 5 could be set anywhere, I don't care, as long as it's well written, as long as it retcons the Fallout show.
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. If we must. Yes, yes.
Alright, so we need a brain for Rex. And investigate the Night Stalkers. Perfect. Fallout 5 will take place in Texas with the Brotherhood of Steel Enclave and Rangers be completed, different from the last games. Well, I mean, whatever Fallout thing is next, the Brotherhood of Steel will be there. That's pretty much guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, they cannot help themselves. They have to put the Brotherhood everywhere.
Of course you can't have a fucking Fallout thing without the most important faction, the Brotherhood of Steel. They're the most important thing to Fallout. Choice and consequence? No. Good writing? No. Good characters? No. No, it's the Brotherhood of Steel, you see. There's the core of Fallout.
Yeah, I am so sick of seeing fucking Brotherhood everywhere.
I'm a fan of the Brotherhood, and I don't want to fucking see them ever again.
Yeah, same.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
Wait, we left off? What?
Dr. Henry. Now, there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old, and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like
Oh
family,
god, the BOS
and
in
I've got other
Texas will
dogs
have
to take
horses
care
with
of.
power armor. I could see fucking
Oh my
Bethesda
God.
doing something like that, actually.
Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Any thoughts on the next Elder Scrolls game taking place in the Cat People lands? Elsewhere? Probably not. I don't really care. Again, it's just the same as Fallout. I don't care where the next Elder Scrolls is, as long as it's good. But it's not going to be good, because it's fucking Bethesda. They're gonna fucking shit all over everything, and make another fucking generic game full of awful dialogue and fucking boring-ass characters and quests. And a story that's so fucking contradictory and garbage. God.
Could use your help.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I could not care less where the next fucking Fallout game will take place.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be the same shit. It doesn't matter where it is. The setting literally won't matter. It's just going to be the same dumb bullshit you've seen in every other fucking Bethesda Fallout game.
Literally, think of any state. Alaska, Hawaii, Maine, North Dakota, South Dakota, fucking Colorado, Florida, West Virginia. Well, actually, there's already a game there technically with Fallout 76. You get the point. The Brotherhood of Steel is going to be there. Mississippi, yep. Ohio, yep.
Yeah.
The state of Canada, yep. I guarantee you, the Brotherhood of Steel fucking owns the entire country of Canada.
apparently, because I was gonna make a criticism about like no matter where it's set, it's basically just gonna be Fallout 4 with a slightly different like coat of paint, where it's like, oh well, instead of being temperate, there's snow here, and that's it. That's gonna be like the main difference and shit like that. It's basically just gonna be Fallout 4 with a slightly different coat of paint, but apparently Fallout 76 has good world design. That's what I've been hearing from people who even don't like 76. So maybe they'll make a world that actually looks kind of interesting, but even then, that won't save the game because everything else will be shit.
Yeah.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
I thought they said 76 was the last handcrafted game they'll do. Oh, I don't know about that anymore.
Yeah, no, after Starfield, I don't think
this
that's
is a handcrafted empty map. This is handcrafted nothingness.
They lean so heavily into that fucking DLC being a handcrafted map. I don't think they're gonna do fucking generated crap much anymore, because I think they know now, like, okay, that's not gonna sell our game. In fact, people seem to hate that more than anything.
Fleekazoid reference, yep. That video is fucking great. 10 out of 10.
It's an empty map. No, that is a handcrafted empty map. That is handcrafted nothing right there. God, his videos are so good.
Yeah.
Pushing the BBW up the hill.
Yes! It's the fucking whole Sisyphus thing.
Yeah.
If anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us. See you.
These Starfield fans, are they in the room with us right now? Retarded. God, I love his videos. They're so good.
They are.
This isn't nothing. It's advanced nothing.
Is there something else I can do for you? Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
What video? Fleekazoid... No, not Seth. Fleekazoid's Starfield DLC review for Shattered Space.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see here. Neural
So
pathways
good.
look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks. Have a seat. This will take a while.
I remember that one thing where he was like, where he was basically talking about like how you basically need like a NASA computer to fucking run it and everything, and, and like that was basically his response was, you know, just upgrade your rig. And he was like, get this broke ass out of Todd's sight. Get him out of here. Also, what operating system did he have? 4090? Oh.
84 people watching. Damn, I didn't even know it was that much. With the setup I've got right now, I can't see what the viewers are, but hello to all 84 of you. I hope you're all doing well. I am currently sick.
Clearly, it was MLP rant that brought them over.
Yes, I'm sure that's what did it, Pagan. Thank you. Thank you for bringing in all the viewers.
You're
to
welcome.
with your horse rant, so I can entertain them with my subpar content in comparison.
Don't worry, I elevate your content so that you may get more watchers.
Oh no, did I miss Pagan's MLP rant? Guess he has to do it again. No!
Nah, I went into it pretty heavily, and it actually kind of wore me out getting that angry. Oh God, I hate it. I hate it. Pagan, Josh Haber is still alive and looking for a job. No. I need to get that fucking Alex Jones clip out of him being like, I want them dead! Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh my God.
I want Trump to kill them all! Barrow's G5 slop is still getting leaked. Dude. The fucking stuff we went over in that one stream I did where I brought up like the leaks and stuff and we talked about them. Oh my God, it was so bad. Like, I don't know how they wrote that shit down and thought it would be a good idea.
Once the Fallout wasn't a silly video coming out, I keep getting vids by people like Narte who won't shut up about how Fallout was silly and we have to accept Bethesda hip now. That was supposed to be out a week ago, last Thursday, but because I was sick and my voice was off, I didn't want to record and have like fucked up voice for the video. I'm gonna try to get it recorded tomorrow if I'm feeling better. And try to get that out as soon as possible. I would like to get it out before the end of the month, but I don't know if it's going to happen at this rate. Today's the 20th. And yeah, I've got like a week to get the video done and out, and I don't think it's going to happen at this rate. But I will try. I will try. Lumbago is killing Cree. No.
I just see that one comment. Helldivers fans had to suffer for 6 months. Cyberpunk fans had to suffer for 2 years. Bethesda fans have been suffering for 17 years.
Todd has cursed Kretosis and he's finally showing the signs. Yeah, that's what I get for uploading that roast session. Todd Howard has sacrificed the blood of 1,000 orphans to curse me with sickness.
Chris said earlier that he will be doing more of Avowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. I can't say I'm invested in it, but I'm curious. Oh, do you actually have to go through the main gate? Oh no.
Wow.
Who's laughing now, Cree? Well, I guess it's Todd.
I don't know. Maybe not for much longer.
Yeah.
I don't think he's laughing right now after the response to Starfield.
He probably is, because fucking the Fallout show won the Game Award.
Which was completely out of pity.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell, like, because he lost last year, like, they're like, oh, we gotta do something for him this year to make him feel better, so we'll nominate the show and we'll definitely have it win because we're fucking rigged. I just cannot believe that there are still so many people that think that that show was good. Like, how do you watch that shit and not see the problems? Like, it's just crazy to me. And the fucking cope about the board, man. I can't, like, dude, how uneducated are people that they just don't understand, like, basic shit? Like, there is no way you could tell me the fucking chalkboard is not straight up pointing at, like, oh yeah, the fucking Shady Sands was nuked and that's how it was destroyed. That's how it fell. It literally says the fall of Shady Sands and it's pointing to a fucking nuke. How the fuck do you interpret it any other way? Like, you have to be coping.
Yeah. Because, like, if the nuke was supposed to be a separate event, first of all, why would they draw a picture randomly instead of writing it out like they did for everything else? Also, why is there no date?
Yeah. And again, there was even that little bit at the very end of that episode that shows, like, the fucking bookmark. Like, the check-in thing, and, like, the last
Oh,
date...
yeah, from the library.
Yeah.
Sneaking down.
Was, like, right before the fucking nuke was supposed to go off, and it's like... Yeah, it's like, that just further cements that it was killed by the nuke.
That's all.
People have another cope for that. Did I tell you?
Oh god, what?
Okay, so because the dates on the library book checkout card, or stamp, are spaced out by quite a bit, so it's like 37, 42, 59, 76, because there's like gaps of several years between each checkout. That means, well, surely that means that that the 76 was just the last time it was checked out, and it hasn't been checked out since then when the bombs dropped. The book is in someone's locker.
Yo, what the fuck? Jesus. You know, we make the joke and we say about, like, the whole, like, you know, the modern audience doesn't actually exist and everything.
I know where this is
They kind of
going.
do.
They kind of do.
They kind of fucking do.
Yeah, it's fucking insufferable trying to have a discussion about any of this shit. And you just have to deal with these people that use these, like, really retarded bad faith arguments, and they're just
Starting
super
combat.
convinced that
Just
they're
kidding.
correct because, oh hey, they had an argument. They thought of something, as if you didn't consider it already, or as if this somehow defeats the arguments and evidence you've already made, even though the evidence proves what you said was already correct.
Yeah. Especially when, like, the whole thing is normally, like, you know, the simplest answer is usually the right one. And then they'll just go through, like, the craziest mental gymnastics you've ever seen to disprove you. When, one, it doesn't actually disprove anything. It's just a theory most of the time on their part. And two, if you have to jump through that many hoops to reach that fucking conclusion, that's probably not what the writers meant.
Yeah.
Especially Bethesda writers. You really think they're gonna go through all that to try and, like, tell you something? No. They're too stupid to do something like that. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright.
I gotta go punch a wall.
Oh no.
I'm kidding, but yeah, no, I'll be right back.
Well, it's just me and you now, chat. Now
Time to fight.
Now that the rat is gone.
Getting over.
I found your content not so long ago. Love it all. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Really happy to hear that. But Cree, we are just elitists who take things too seriously. I hate that shit. Like, all the comments about how this stuff is a first world problem and everything, it's like, okay, sure. Does that mean we should not ask for things to be better? Like, like, yeah, I'm sorry there are children starving to death in Africa. That's really horrible. But also, okay, because something bad is happening somewhere else in the world, that means we can't ask for our stories to be written better. We can't have standards on our fucking entertainment. Like, God, there's so many, like, really shit arguments that people try to use to try to dismiss stuff like this or just write it off. I just realized I had the video set back like 5 minutes. You need to stop living in the past! Where nerds taking shit seriously is what we do. They could shove the shamming tactics you know where. Yep. Agreed. Hold on just a minute. I've had people send me some messages on things. I'm just checking what they are very quickly. Alright. I just hate seeing the Discord notifications there. They bug me. One of entertainment's main things is escapism. Yeah.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Well, the next Fallout game retcon ghouls need to breathe.
Was that all?
Technically, Fallout 4 has already done that with Kid in a Fridge. Remember, fridges tend to be sealed airtight. And the door was stuck in place so bad you needed to shoot it off for him to be able to escape. So, that implies he didn't have air either. You think the Sonic movies are bland and generic. What were you expecting, Citizen Kane? No, I was just expecting a fun experience. I haven't seen the Sonic movies because I have zero interest in Sonic. But, I've heard some people like them, I've heard some don't. I can't comment either way. But yeah, that's essentially the argument anyways, of like, yeah, when you talk about video games or shows or cartoons or whatever and you criticize them for like being bad, it's not that you're expecting like some fucking divine masterpiece from them. You aren't expecting perfection, as we heard in numerous videos we covered on Stag. It's like, no, we just want something good. I'm so fucking sick of, like, uh, obviously it happens to me for the videos I make, but I see it happen to everyone else who makes similar videos about other things. I'm so sick of people being fucking demonized for wanting basic quality from the media they consume. And again, this doesn't just apply to Fallout, this applies to everything. People aren't bad for wanting Star Wars or Star Trek to be good. They're not bad for wanting fucking anything to be written well or to be, like, faithful to the source material. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of the demonization you see across the board of, oh hey, you're complaining about this thing, that means you're a toxic, pathetic loser. That shit is so fucking unnecessary.
Staring eyes.
Is there something else I can do for you? There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
Toxic chud incel New Vegas fans. I just want another good game. Yeah, exactly. People who are content with whatever they're given, as long as it has the right branding, as long as it has the right iconography, will often treat those asking for quality as if they're some kind of enemy, when they're not. And this has always been weird to me. It's like, okay, you like Fallout, I like Fallout. Wanting Fallout to be better, we should be on the same page, right? But no, because I'm saying, oh hey, Fallout 3 and 4 are bad, that somehow makes me a horrible enemy, a fucking toxic, pathetic hater. It's like, no, I'm pointing this stuff out because I want it to be good. I don't want them to keep doing the bad things that I've seen even fans of Fallout 3 and 4 complain about these same things. Because what you think is bad, they think is good. But that's the thing, is what I'm advocating for isn't even something they should be able to consider bad, in the sense of, okay, they like shooty, whatever, just shoot everything, fun, killing, whatever. A good story, like improving the writing, isn't going to affect their enjoyment because they can still go their shooty stuff, you know?
I'm back.
Welcome back, Aretta boy. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I got more stew.
Wow.
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. I'll be waiting.
My, but that lucky 38 is a large building. And so fancy.
You're interrupting my watching of your Fallout 3 video. No, I'm not. You could just watch this later. Or you can watch that later. Somehow the Brotherhood returned. Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
I mean, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, while you were away, I was talking about how I'm so sick of the demonization that goes on against people who are just critical of things for being bad. Like, not just talking about myself with Fallout, but like you see it with everything where it's like people complain about the new thing being bad and then they get painted as toxic haters. Like, I didn't bring this example up, but I've never watched Avatar The Last Airbender. I couldn't give less of a shit about the series if I've tried. But I've seen people criticize Legend of Korra for being really, really bad, apparently.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
And it's like, okay, if Korra is really that poorly written, then, like, people criticizing it aren't bad for saying that, hey, the writing quality declined horribly here, and ruin the settings and characters or whatever else. I'm so sick of seeing that kind of mentality fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I am so sick of that shit where you're just not allowed to criticize anything anymore because you get accused of being like a fucking rage bait, clickbaiter bullshit kind of thing where it's like, oh, you're only negative for the views and attention. And it's like, no, it's actually just bad, and I want to talk about like the fact that it's bad because I want it to be good. And the only way they're going to improve is if you tell them, hey, this thing is bad, do better.
You're only negative for the views. You're only negative because negativity sells. You're only negative because controversy. Fucking. You're a grifter. You don't actually care about the property. You just want to make money off of it, or you actually think the new stuff is really good and you secretly like it, but you make your money off of being a rage baiter, so you have to pretend to hate it. Or there's another one that was like identical to that. What was it? Oh, right. It's that you do secretly like it, but you have to double down on hating it publicly because you already said you didn't like it and it was going to be bad. So you can't admit that you were wrong and actually did like the thing. You're just...
Oh, yeah. God. Yeah, that shit's insane. Which is hilarious because there has been times where we've said something's going to be bad and then we watched it and we liked it.
Yeah.
Which completely disproves and we were, totally fine with admitting that we were wrong. So that just straight up proves that they're fucking wrong about that anyway, but they'll still use that as an excuse even though, but it's different. It's different here. We swear it's somehow different this time.
Dude, I got the most insane comment on my Starfield review the other day. Dude was like, "Oh, you spent the first 10 minutes of your video justifying not having a position on this game." What? What do you mean?
What?
I was very clear about how much I fucking hated Starfield. The thing at the beginning that he's probably referring to is how I was talking about, like, yeah, modern Star Trek sucks, but I liked Picard Season 3. The ending of Game of Thrones sucked, and I wasn't expecting House of the Dragon to be good, but I liked Season 1. Amnesia Rebirth was fucking ass, and I was expecting The Bunker to be bad, but I really liked it. There's plenty, like, I can absolutely admit when I'm wrong about something, and I have numerous times. And he somehow read that as, "Oh, you're justifying not taking a stance on this game." Like, bro, what? What do you mean?
Like what?
I couldn't...
There's clearly a stance being taken, including those examples, because you hated the other thing.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't have been more clear of, hey, Starfield is fucking... I think I started off, like, before I got into not breaking down, but talking about Starfield itself, I think I started that video off saying that this game just makes me want to go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah, that's...
It is crazy, some of the comments you fucking see sometimes.
Yeah. This is what I mean by modern audiences do exist, unfortunately. As much as I wish it didn't, they do exist.
But in
Yeah, they're just not a sustainable audience.
Yeah, they're not sustainable, but they do exist.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead.
By the way, Kritosis, have you ever played Amnesia: Machine for Pigs? No, I haven't.
Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right.
That reminds me of something.
All right.
Amnesia. The first time I ever heard about Amnesia, the first game, was unfortunately from like the original PewDiePie Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Which kind of like soured my view on it and everything, because it was like the first, PewDiePie used to suck ass. Okay, he was cringe, annoying, and just like, and anything he played just kind of got dragged down.
Yeah, the streaming shit was really fucking annoying. A lot of people did that back then.
So it actually took me a while to like come around again and give it another like look from someone else's point of view, and actually enjoy it. But it is funny to me how much PewDiePie changed, where he went from like this cringe loser who basically ruined any game he played by just being there, to one of the most based fucking YouTubers for a while, at least early on, where he was literally being accused of being a Nazi for just having like normal likes and interests and shit. And yeah, I it's just crazy to me how someone like that can turn into someone like, he's basically the fucking Chad meme now, which is hilarious. And it's like, bruh, like what happened?
PewDiePie is like, happily married and people hate him for it. Yeah, it's really weird.
It is so weird seeing people post pictures of him with his kid and shit and just talking about like how much of an evil Nazi he is and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. People still do also that with JonTron too. It's like, these are two people who like have one life. They won. Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. Which is hilarious in comparison to like when you compare JonTron to Destiny. When Destiny tried to fucking like basically end him and it just didn't work and it backfired like horribly.
Yeah.
And now people compare him to him all the time, and it's like, yeah, look at where he is and look at where you are, you pathetic loser.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It must be nice for John to have to do like 1 or 2 videos a year, and that's just like him taken care of. Like, holy shit. That's the life, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, we're done here.
Now Destiny might go to jail. Yeah, I saw that.
I don't think it would be jail. He's being sued for revenge porn. At most, he'll have to pay a shitload of money.
Yeah, it'll probably be a major fine, but still, the fact that he gets any kind of punishment at all, it's like, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Good riddance. Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
So many staring eyes. Leo thinks there will be lots more chopping to do now that Caesar is dead. I do hope you'll be careful, Pumpkin. That'd be lovely, dearie.
All right. I've done... There's only 2 quests in Jacobstown, right? The one with the dog and Lily's quest?
Yes.
Damn. Kind of wish there was more to this area.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really wish there was more to do in Jacobstown.
Oh yeah, the mercenaries, but I've already done that. Favorite companion, Cree? Probably Boone. I know that's like kind of a basic bitch answer, but I just like having a sniper buddy kill things from fucking 5 miles away. Not Ganon?
Yeah.
What do you mean you activated Archimedes? No, I like Arcade. He's fine. Look at the gay little scientist in his gay little cowboy hat.
Yeah, he died in my playthrough randomly just by himself because instead of teleporting back to Freeside, he just kind of wandered around and got killed. And yeah, so he just kind of, his end slide was literally just, he died. And it's like, oh.
True New Vegas OGs pick Raul. I got it.
It is tough for me to say who's my favorite. It probably would be between Veronica and Raul.
I'm really very boring. You get...
I do really like Cass too, but I do feel like Veronica's a little bit more likable than she is, so...
I was born west of here. I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm boring. Some people do. I just don't. Look, I appreciate that you're trying to be friendly, but I'd just rather not discuss it.
I do like traveling down the road with a fucking group of morons.
This cloud's walking as hell on my back.
Yeah, maybe we should go pick up Cass. Let's see, what else do I have here? That looks like it'll be, Turn on hardcore and go to the Deathclaw pit? No, I think I'm good. $2 from Abdulio. Thank you. Hey, Creed, did you see the new Sunburst work in progress release? No, I haven't. I haven't been paying attention to the Operation Sunburst stuff. I know Pagan showed me one of those videos a while back.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Yeah, it is really good. I can't wait for it to be finished.
Welcome back. I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran. Most merchant companies, successful merchant companies rather, have them. It can be inconvenient to replace employees on short notice. The contracts keep employees around for a specific duration of time, after which they get paid. After their upkeep and expenses are deducted, of course. That's because we are. We always pay up when the contract ends, though. Won't stay in business long if you've got a reputation as a cheat. Food, water, living quarters, medicine, and clothes, just the basic stuff. It all comes out of the company's coffers. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you? It's been a pleasure.
I was about to read another comment from chat, but then I realized it was another horse comment.
Pagan, remember, there are only two great things about Season 8 of MLP. The Kierans and Sunburst Mom. I mean, I'll say, yeah, the Kierans are pretty cool. I actually don't remember a whole lot about that episode, so I don't remember if the episode itself is good, but I do like the Kierans as, like, a race. But, as for Sunburst Mom, I don't remember anything about her. I remember what she looks like, but that's it. Wait, doesn't she hate Starlight in that episode? Oh, you know what? Based. Yeah, you know what? She gets a pass. She hates Poochie, so therefore she cannot be bad.
How's it going, goat boy? I'm alright, I suppose. I'm a little sick right now. Luckily, I've been coughing less the last little bit. It was a lot worse earlier in the stream. But, yeah.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Yes? Something else you needed? From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice? Yes. Goodbye.
Hildern is a good example of big picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
Thank you, Arcade. I wouldn't have remembered you were homosexual if you didn't come out and say it that way. You know what he just said to me, right?
What?
I delivered the invoice from Crimson Caravan to Hildern, and he's like, "Oh, Hildern focuses too much on the big picture. When people and their basic necessities are just numbers on a page, blah, 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 blah." It's like, yes, thank you. I know you're gay, Arcade. You don't have to tell me again.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
It's like he specifically ran into the room to tell me that.
He specifically ran into what?
To tell me that.
Oh. You sound gay, Arcade. Anything to say for yourself? Small Mouse's comment on the pony races sparks war between the zebra and hippogriffs more at 11. God, I fucking hate the hippogriffs, man. I fucking hate them. I hated them in the movie already, but I saw an episode in season 8 that like focused on them, and it was the most retarded thing ever. And it just like reinforced how stupid their fucking like concept idea as a race is, and I fucking hate them.
Welcome back.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Approaches Arcade. Why are you gay?
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs? As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the Gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths. There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business. Cass frequently trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave outpost. The Jamesons are very wealthy ranchers back in Redding, California, and significant investors in the Crimson Caravan Company. I was pressured into posting young Henry as the manager of the New Vegas branch. As you can see, he wasn't exactly cut out for the job. He was much more interested in gambling and prostitutes, and because of his family, I can't
Pagan,
seem
have
to
you
find him.
noticed how the
Henry
new
needs to be
species
convinced
designs seem to
one
take
way or
less
another.
from other
I won't have
cartoons
a
and more
employee
like
on the company payroll.
self-cannibalizing the base pony designs? Kind of. I hate the hippogriffs because they're just bird ponies when we already had griffins. Like, why do we need them? We already have Pegasi, and we already have griffins. Why do we need this, like, generic fucking, like, bird pony race who provide little to nothing in terms of substance, are not that visually appealing? In fact, they're basically just generic elves in a fantasy setting. Not like the good elves either, like in Lord of the Rings. They're more like the generic, like, anime fantasy elf type character that are, like, super up their own ass and everything about how amazing they are. And I fucking hate that as well. Like, I dislike them on multiple levels, but also the fact that they turn into sea ponies, and the whole conflict of this episode that I've mentioned before has to do with that, and it is the stupidest thing ever because it's literally not even a real problem. And also, I don't like the sea pony designs.
Thank you.
At all. Like, I know they're basically just, again, they're cannibalizing other stuff from the
I understand. No hard
like
feelings.
previous generations of MLP, but they just look so shit.
Strictly confidential.
They look so shit. They could have been so much better.
It's been a pleasure.
Where'd that comment go? Why is the chat filled with bronies? I'll be real with you, I have no fucking idea. Because, like, I know Pagan talks about the show quite often, but, like, that's not even the point of my streams. I can't... There's so many in the Discord server, too. It's like, where are they all coming from? I don't understand.
There's a lot of us. There's a lot of bronies. And, ever since the fandom got, like, scattered, basically, they're just kind of everywhere all over the internet. They're not really like we're not really a cohesive fandom anymore, where they're like, most of them are gathered in one place. They were I'm starting to lose my speech. They're just kind of everywhere. You gotta understand, man, the fandom was huge at one point. Like, it was a massive fucking fandom. I like how you're saying, like, why is there so many bronies? And literally, like, not including the admins, 2 of your mods are also bronies.
Who?
Calbeck and Officer Hot Pants.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're both bronies as well.
I mean, that kind of happens, I guess. I don't know. They seem suitable to make moderators.
They are. I'm just saying, it's it's just funny because there's just so many, and it's like, yeah, there's always gonna be fucking bronies in your in almost any community, like not just your YouTube community, but like any YouTube community, because there's just so many of us.
God.
It's just gonna happen.
I fucking hate when the shit fucking happens. Some reason when I
What
play
happened?
New Vegas, like, there'll come a point where I can't properly tab out of the game, so I can't, like, my mouse is out of the game. I can see it moving across my screen. But I can't click on anything. It's like something is above it that's also invisible. So I can't scroll my chat to grab that super chat that went by. It's like, why the fuck is it like this? Just do the Steam overlay thing, that's what I'm doing. You guys can't see the Steam overlay. That's what I'm doing to tab out, and it's not letting me fucking properly tab out. This isn't, like... God, it's so fucking annoying. Just let me tab out so I could fucking get the super chat and scroll chat and stuff. Like, why? What mods are you running? Are you using MO2? The issue with tabbing out is a mod issue. I've had this issue with non-modded games. I have one that lets me have extra companions, and I forget what the other one was. I have like 2 mod. Oh, it's a UI mod, I think. Let me try actually alt-tabbing. Will that work? No.
I have to alt-tab. I always have to alt-tab with New Vegas.
I tried before, but it didn't work. Let me... Oh, God. Oh, that worked! I got it! I had to... I had to do an extra alt-tab to make it work. God.
Yeah, New Vegas really wants your attention. It's kind of really annoying in that regard sometimes, because I had that when I was streaming as well, where it's like I want to check something. It's like not only do I have to hit Alt Tab, sometimes I have to hit it again and then like cycle through the windows just to get it to like let me go to the thing I want to go to.
The goat. He's starting to believe. $5 from Itiko the Tricky. Thank you. Sorry for that whole massive fucking debacle trying to scroll chat so I can read your super chat. Patrolling a stream that's when I'm awake finally makes me not wish for a nuclear winter. Thank you.
I saw someone ask, when are we going to replace the goat boy with the pony boy?
Never.
You will become pony one day, don't worry.
No!
We're going to do to you what we did to Lumi.
What'd you do to Lumi?
They got that pony model.
No.
You will have a pony model one day.
No.
You will. You'll see.
Why? No. Why would I do that?
You'll see.
Bruh.
One day.
Stop!
Stop! I also saw someone mention that one of your mods is a paleo brony. Yeah, Calbeck, he's an OG fucking My Little Pony fan. He was a fan all the way back in like the 80s. I do not share his his interests in terms of the earlier MLP stuff. There's some good parodies of those, but like the actual shows themselves don't interest me. I'm only interested in G4.
That's all.
Your friends are trying to corrupt you, goat. Yeah, apparently. $5 from Itiko the Tricky. Thank you. Mr. Cresident, a third moderator, has been identified as a brony. Who? What? Calbeck, Hot Pants. Pagan doesn't count because he's, like, above moderator. Like,
Yeah.
we already knew that.
Is Itiko saying he's the third?
I doubt it.
Glowing one is a brony. We know that, but he's not a mod.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
I'm a moon
There's an
worshipper.
imposter.
The fuck does that mean?
Oh, are you a Luna fan? Oh my god. He is a brony. He's a part of the Lunar Republic.
What? Honestly, that one surprises me.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
Stop him! Stop!
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
I genuinely can't wait for you to watch the show with me, though. I think you will really like it, at least for the first few seasons.
I managed to get off the carousel during season 4. Oh my god. I legitimately wouldn't have guessed that Itiko liked the show. Alright.
Honestly, that is a good time to jump ship. The end of season 4 is like a really good stopping point. I would still say season 5 is worth watching because it does have some really good episodes, and it does tie up some arcs in the show. But I would not continue after that. You should not go past season 5 if you just want to watch good like MLP. If you actually want to see the shit stuff just to see the shit stuff, then sure. But
you again. What do you want?
Only if you want to see shit.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see the pony show, Cree? What's the worst that can happen? It's like chat doesn't remember that I'm fucking autistic.
You must have some real fool.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
Yeah, that's part of why I want him to watch it, chat. I know he'll like it, and I know he'll get into it if he just watches it. And I think that's what he's afraid of, is that he'll like it.
You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
With a house to get inside the Lucky 38.
We haven't seen anybody in a while.
His autism will be his downfall.
Already is my downfall, man. I made a 7-hour video on a TV show. This is my life now. I'm stuck making multi-hour videos about stuff I hate.
Wait till I make my 18-hour video on the entirety of MLP G4. Ow! Stupid fucking...
You're not gonna shoot me, are you?
Night Stalkers! There's so many! Oh, I'm dead.
He's kidding about that video, right, Cree? No, what the fuck? No, Pagan did say before numerous times that he wants to make a video about the show. He probably doesn't know how long it'll actually be because he hasn't started scripting it. That's the kind of thing you can't tell in advance, unless you're going for like a very specific time of, yes, it will be exactly 8 hours long or 18 hours long or whatever. And so you like either trim stuff out or pad it out until you hit that point.
Yeah. I will probably hold on. Just die, you stupid. Okay. There's a I don't know. I'm definitely going to be splitting the video into parts. It's not going to be one whole video because I want to cover multiple parts, like the good era, the bad era, the movie, the specials, stuff like that. Basically everything pertaining to G4 I want to cover. But by the end of it, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets close to like 14 hours.
I was going to mute to cough, and I almost hit. And I managed to stop myself before I hit it. Oh boy, they're giving you advice now, Pagan, for getting me to watch the show.
Welcome back. Yes, I understand that he's decided to quit outright and not even ask for compensation. I'm a bit curious what exactly you said to him. Then again, perhaps I'd rather not know. Thank you all the same. I'm very happy to be rid of that man. It's been a pleasure.
We should join the voice chat sometime whenever we watch it again. No, I think I'm good. Sometimes, like, I see people in there streaming a lot, and sometimes I'll, like, mouse over the live thing to see that little screenshot of, like, whatever is being watched. And there's so many times where I've checked that, and it's just like, oh, Cartoon horses, okay. I'm going to ignore that. I always like the detail that she specifically designated the bed with the whiskey underneath it. Either MLP or Ben 10. Lol, we also watch Ben 10. Now, I think I've seen, like, screen caps of some cartoon a couple of times. I guess that was you guys watching fucking Ben 10.
Man, I don't know if you've seen...
Was that the show with all the whip sounds?
No, that's Johnny Test. No, the, Ben 10, as you might have seen from VC Text and the shit that they post in there whenever they watch Ben 10, is that fandom with the really weird fucking, proclivity to ship fucking Ben 10 with his cousin for some reason. There's a lot of cousin shipping with that show for some reason, and I don't know why. I've seen Glowing post so many weird fucking, like, creepy cousin images in the VC text when they're watching that shit, and I'm just like, why though?
Bruh. What the fuck?
Those fiend junkies over at Vault 3 been taking some hits. I say kill them all.
Which cousin? Gwen.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind? They want to buy Cassidy caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno. Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower.
Sweet home Alabama.
So if you want to buy
no
caravans, you're lucky. And what I got in my pockets. Still, as little as that is, not looking to sell. If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine. Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the zeros, and I know she's good for them. Still, it's not about the money. Dad'd spin like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything. Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right, trading history for a slip of paper. That's a good point. It's the caravan clearance that's got me stuck here. I'm sure this bar's getting tired of propping me up. Still, Jackson's not letting
Oh
me out of
god.
his sight.
When will Enclave Emily join in again with a funny sound?
Help the others around here too.
Well, it's not today because I'm not in the group chat on the server.
The funniest sound. God, I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
My only regret is that I wasn't there for it.
You saw the clip though, right?
No.
Are we being watched?
Hello?
Our joint sound was Enwa. Close.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old ramen pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry.
Not today, femoid.
And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, they won't make it. Well, about time we got a soldier, and not a recruit. You look like you've seen some action. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with. We won't go quietly. The Legion...
What a time to be alive. A time before non-binary transformers. Sorry. A time before non-binary transformers. I remember seeing that clip go around a couple years ago. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's literal fucking propaganda, man.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Deceptive appearance. Must be a Decepticon.
What a shame.
Oh my god.
Dealt with.
Ree.
Uh-oh. Bad guys. Ready?
Fucking loser ass legionary assassins. Wait, there's the rest of them. Caesar's Legion infamy gained. Oh, boo-hoo. They're the ones who sent the assassins after me in the first place. I can't be blamed for their death as a result. I love Legion Assassins. Easiest money I ever made. Legion are not based enough for the goat. Exactly. I need a faction even more racist and sexist. There he is. Time to double tap to make sure he's dead. There we go.
I just noticed Itako sent me a smiley face in DMs.
Oh no!
Back when we were talking about the him being a brony thing.
That's the most ominous thing he could have sent you.
Oh no way, he sent me a 3. Okay, never mind. I thought it was I thought it had like the colon in front of it.
Oh.
Yeah, no. It's just him saying there's 3, not just 2. I looked at it too quickly.
The rat thought that Itako dropped a :3 on him.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot that he sent me that image. Hold on.
Oh no.
This is something Itako sent me a long time ago.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to tab out. Let's hope. Bro, what? This is the point where I wish I could fucking imitate voices, because I would just try to imitate the monarch going, "What the fuck?" Or just like, "What?"
What?
$5 from Itako the Tricky, thank you. I once photoshopped Ben on the phone breaking up with Julie over the PewDiePie bridge moment. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Bruh. I don't even have context for that. It's just like, what? Who the fuck is Julie? I assume when he says Ben, this ties back to the fucking Ben 10 conversation from earlier.
Yeah,
what?
It does.
What the hell is even that?
In response to the image you sent me as well.
We got ourselves a little ranger family.
PewDiePie crossed a tough bridge to get to where he is now.
Some say all of us must cross a bridge in life to reach our true destinations.
No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us.
Oh boy, thank you for a service rifle. Ranger Jackson is going to get investigated by Doge. Oh no.
You come around like a bad habit. Guess that settles that then. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. No sense trying to hold the past between your fingers when it's nothing but dirt. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name. No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing. Go with you? And why the hell would I do that? So you're looking for someone to help, not just tag along. Huh. Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. All right, I'm in.
God, look at my giant band of rejects. It grows by the day. Cass could have been wife material if it wasn't cut from the game. What? What was cut? The option to marry her, or something that would make her wife material? You got drunk and ended up getting drunk married to her by the king. Oh. You know what? That sounds like the way it should go with her. Alright. What to do now? I assume I got Prim their sheriff, like, way back in the earlier streams. Did I? I remember... I'm like 90% sure I did. Because I remember someone in chat calling me out for using the anti-material anti-material rifle on the I almost said gun runners, on the powder gangers. Actually, that's a good question. Where did I leave Eddie? Probably in the strip. Cree, you seen the latest episode of Hunter the Parenting? I haven't seen much of that series at all. It's one I need to watch more of. But I remember it was either Pagan or Seth showed me the episode where Kevin, the vampire wizard dude, was getting questioned, and it was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get you to watch more of that.
One of the hundreds of things we need to watch at this point.
Yeah.
I've got your back.
There we go. And where's Eddie? Did I... Oh, you know what? Eddie might have been left in the fucking, Old World Blues DLC. I might have to go and check. Hi, Kree, your voice sounds way better today. Glad to hear. Still not 100%. I can still hear it myself that it's off, but it's definitely feeling better. My throat isn't on fire anymore. Stuff. Yeah, Eddie isn't here. Alright. Wait.
I'll be here.
Wait.
Sitting tight.
Wait.
I'll sit tight.
Wait.
Okay, boss.
Wait. And... wait. Alright, that's everyone. I think I left my gun to travel back to Old World Blues in the other mod I forgot I had downloaded, the Player Hoose. He auto dismisses the prim for the DLC. I've had the DLC installed since I started though, so he's probably still where I left him last, which I'm pretty sure is Old World Blues.
Howdy.
I always wonder why the Sierra Madre DLC is so divisive. Seems one either loves it or hates it. I would assume because it's so, like, cramped and there's a mechanic with the radios and the bomb caller. If anyone else dies, you die. I can see why people get frustrated by that, but I honestly really like Dead Money. It's my probably my favorite part of the whole entire game. Uh... What was that, weapon you used to travel back to Old World Blues again?
Oh, the transportal ponder.
Okay, that's what it's called. Hmm. It's a key item. It should be in your inventory unless you have a mod to remove them. Really? No, I don't have it.
I don't think you can even remove it from your inventory.
But I mean, it was a weapon, right? Oh, there it is. Big mounted
Yeah.
Why the fuck could I not?
Because it's a quest item, you can't put it away, so it's not going to show up in your inventory when you are trying to put stuff away.
I just assumed that it would still be there. It'd just be like, no, you can't.
Nope.
Transportal ponder sounds so unbelievably gay. Mods, give him an extra layer of skin.
Mods, turn him into a giant callus.
Nah! Alright. I'm not seeing Eddie on the map. I might actually just have to go back to Prim.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Let's go talk to fucking Dr. Venture again. Well, there he is. I think. Yes.
So is Mobius as twisted as he looked in person? Can't believe you entered the Forbidden Zone and lived. None of us can. Yeah, I, discovered more internal parts in the monitors here. If you could, hold on to my discovery, I'd appreciate it. You sure are testing that personality chip thoroughly. All right. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy. Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing. Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Will the Fallout show somehow ruin Big MT? Probably. The entire tone of this DLC is done well enough that saying the crater looks like it was tag teamed by giant fuckbots doesn't come across as uber cringe. Yeah. The show already ruined Big MT. Good point. Good point. If your sentence starts with, will the Fallout show ruin, you can safely just assume the answer is yes. Yep. There you are, you bastard.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe Reinforcement Project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Wah.
Is pre-muted. Yes, because I'm eating.
I'm back.
I was muted because I was eating a chocolate bar. Goat is munching cans and wishes to spare us ear death. Bruh. Looked like your avatar was sniffing its own farts for a second there. How? What? What flavor is the chocolate bar? Chocolatey.
Have you reconsidered our offer to bug Mr. House's data network? It could be of enormous...
Bruh. This bitch needs to fuck off before I kill her. Can you reconsider bugging houses? No. Shut the fuck up. If you want to continue to have a head, you'll fucking silence, femoid.
What are you... Ready, steady, fighty. Was that all?
Nah. Victor looking at her as she says it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You need to consider quick saves and quick loads, Tree. I do not have the patience to remember the keys to thing.
Isn't it just like F5 and F9?
Possibly.
Let's roll out.
Right behind you.
I've got your back.
Alright, is that everyone I've got with me now? I think so. That's 2 extra buttons to remember too many.
Being watched?
Yeah. What?
Damn.
What?
The guy who voiced Sergeant Dornan, he died.
Oh, shit. Well, in his memory...
Oh, lovely. They sent me a moron.
I guess you saw this on Twitter or something?
Someone posted a Twitter post in my server about it.
Damn. That sucks. Just trying to look this up quickly.
First Ranger Hanlon, now Sergeant Dornan.
Damn, it's been a while since I've had a fucking Twitter post pop off. God damn. 13,000 likes for a tweet making fun of the FBI.
Was he old? How old was he? He was 80.
Damn.
Yeah.
Peter Jason. February 20th, 2025. Yep. Sergeant Arch Dornan, and apparently a gate guard. He was in a lot of shit. Like, not so much for video games, but TV, he has a shitload of stuff, and film, it's pretty extensive, too.
Didn't he voice a Mortal Kombat character as well?
In the games, no.
Oh,
He has 5 video game credits here. Wing Commander 4, The Price of Freedom, and Wing Commander Prophecy, where he played Daniel Wilford. He also did Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 3, where he played Dizzy Wallin and Hanley.
Oh, damn. We lost Dizzy.
But, yeah, that sucks. We found out about both of those deaths on stream.
Yep.
Yeah. And I know it's a very old one, but we lost House several years ago, who, is also the actor who plays Odo on Deep Space Nine. We also lost Benny. Yeah, we lost,
yeah.
God, why can't I remember his name? Matthew Perry? Oh boy, game crash. Lovely. Honestly, though, at least 80 is, like, a nice long life, you know?
Yeah.
At least we didn't find out he was, like, 42.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Although, if he could pull off that voice at the age of, like, fucking 20, like, goddamn. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew Perry. Yeah. I'm bad with names, but I try sometimes.
Fighting over.
Matt once stated in an interview that it was one of his dreams to voice a Fallout character, if I recall correctly. Glad he got to live that dream. I remember hearing something similar as well, and, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad he got to, live that dream. I was never a fan of Friends, but it's still, like, just sad to hear someone passing away like that, you know?
Ready, steady, fighty.
Thank you for walking in front of my fucking sight scanning.
Allies dealt with.
It's almost like you want your gay-ass head fucking blown off.
Ready, steady, fighty. Hostilities complete.
I'll do my best.
All this traveling's making me thirsty.
Oh boy, a random piece of gore on the ground. The Basin Creek building. I've never been in here before.
Uh-oh. Mission of hostilities complete.
There's no one else to chop.
Gannon loves back shots. I mean, he loves when you go from behind. I mean... That looks like a fiend. That's because it was.
Being done. Fighting now.
I like how his torso just went fucking flying.
Yeah, I love when that shit happens. He's too close for me to hit him. Because I have explosive rounds, it'll kill the NCR as well.
Fighting over.
Good old Fallout physics. It's especially funny that I blew his head off, and I could still hear the as the corpse is like being blown away in slow motion. Cass's Caravan is near here, right? Yeah, I think it's up this stretch of road.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Here we go.
Wait.
Abilities complete.
Oh. That was the ranger that tells you the, gives you like the two-way radio.
Yeah. I got that already, though.
Yeah, but that's where he goes. He goes to that little, that abandoned Aerotech building. Behind it, he goes back there and just stands there for some reason. That's where he, like, lingers for the rest of the game.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
God damn it.
Time to fight.
Someone's looking to cash their chips early.
That poor man, you exploded his limbs off. I didn't mean to. Drug addicts are not people. Well, the NCR dude I killed was, and I didn't mean to kill him. I think that's him there. Shit. No, don't kill him! Yeah!
Welcome to our new Fiend Space program.
Hmm? Oh shit, that... Bro, he was so fucking far away.
looks pretty tough.
Roll.
Was that all?
Fuck. There we go. Save. Do you have the splash damage perk or demolition expert? I don't know. I don't remember anymore. You have a multi-companion mod? Yes, I do. You could use normal bullets. How dare.
What are you, some kind of liberal pansy?
Yeah.
Next, you're going to tell me I shouldn't use white phosphorus for home defense.
Wait, that is a fiend. I love when that happens. If you hit a body and it explodes in the distance with the sniper rifle, and it goes out of render range, it'll freeze. Then when you approach render range, it'll just pop back in again.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. You're not alone.
I like how he just repeats his dialogue of, here's a radio. I already have it. You could always use normal bullets. That sounds like woke nonsense to me, boy. Correct. Oh boy, more gay-ass Seasons Leisure assassins.
I've been doing this longer than you, pal.
Ready, steady, fighty.
I've been doing this longer than you, pal.
Oh, thank you, Raul. I'm glad you're aiming your fucking revolver in front of me trying to snipe them. 10 out of 10. That's what, the third or fourth Legion Assassin team since I started the stream? I get the impression they don't like me.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. Oh boy. They were carrying some delicious C4.
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy Caravans. Check out the site where they died.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Cass.
Upside of Vegas, here, Tal. Trapped at the Mojave outpost, so I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit, so the site's probably a Cazador nest by now. Got word back on what happened from Rangers. Guess they found enough in the wreckage to identify it. Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much. Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes. All right, then.
All right, Cass. Have you observed?
God, there's almost nothing left. Looks like whoever it was just in the mood for killing. Most of the cargo's ash, too. Not burned, looks like disintegrated. When I heard the reports, I assumed ash meant burned. So close to the Vegas wall, too. Don't that beat all? Must have happened during the day, though. They hadn't made a camp. No idea. Maybe catch the sun in their eyes? Maybe they wanted the caravan to come to them, walk into an ambush. We should check the wagon. They may not have got everything. Whatever we find, it's yours. Least I can do for hoofing it all this way with me.
There's a whole lot of nothing in there, Cass.
You know what? What happened in my caravan? Not the first time I've heard about an attack like that. One of our caravans got hit a few months back, and the caravan been burned too, along with the cargo. I wonder if he made the same mistake, and that other caravan got hit with energy weapons too. Yeah, it's a ways though. Hell of a detour. You sure? All right then, let's move out.
Might wrap the stream up soon. I don't know how soon, but like maybe a half hour or so.
More energy weapons hit this caravan. Place has been picked clean. This is Brotherhood level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose. Let's poke around a bit, see what we can find. Might be something in the wreckage. What's that? Looks like a map. Got the route along the west of Vegas, and they've marked another spot. Over here along this stretch. That's fucked up. Middle of nowhere. Yeah. Something's wrong. I can feel it. It's not any closer than the first.
Yeah, you need to wrap up so we can watch dumb shit together.
Yes. Although I can't stay up super late tonight, I do need to go to the doctor's in the morning to get a doctor's note.
Wah.
I could stay up for a bit, I just can't stay up all night.
Alright, fine. We'll only do 10 episodes of Free Run and then 10 episodes of Venture Brothers. God.
Wah.
Do you have to physically go to the doctor's? Yes. It's just to get a note, but I need it for work. Why not have them email it? I don't think they email doctor's notes. I hope it doesn't make all you guys nervous, but we're tracking down lost destroyed caravans. Have a good one. You might want to use the bridge. Or walk through the radioactive goop, your choice, I guess. Have you taken a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen? Pretty sure I have it on me.
Another caravan burned. Except someone made camp here. And I never heard about this attack. Let's look around. Something stinks. That does it. That's all I need to know. Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. They were behind burning these caravans, and they've got to answer for them. I'm gonna get some extra ammo, a few bottles of whiskey, and then show them how Cassidy's settle accounts. NCR? Are you out of your fucking mind? That'd take years. And with the war with the Legion, no way they're gonna waste time running up the Crimson Caravan or the Van Graffs. All right. If you poke around the Van Graffs and Alice, fine. But if I see either one go into their camp, I'm gonna start shooting, no matter what you find. Ask them. Not much. And I've heard what most people know. He's said to run New Vegas. He runs the robots. But, well, no one's really seen him. Well, except you, that is.
Alright. I need to find some evidence.
You find any evidence yet? I'm not gonna wait forever.
It's been like 5 minutes, bitch. Chill.
So there's just one more safe to crack? Hope you can get to it. Say what you will about the 2 leading ladies. They watch their lockers like crows. Still, you got one, so the other might not be impossible. If you get both, then let's talk. And I appreciate you putting yourself at risk like this. Thanks.
Cass, can we talk about this somewhere else? She's sitting right there. Yeah, just...
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Just, you know, ignore this little conversation we're having here. It's fine. It's fine.
It does not concern you.
Ready, steady, fighting. Cessation of
If you say
hostilities
you're going to gather
complete.
evidence, then kill the bitches anyway. At least tell me when you change your mind. Now if you're done fucking
Oh, now you
around-
can't do Abba Dabba Honeymoon.
That's why I saved before I did it. Is that the one where you can let in the dude to blow up the Van Graffs?
No.
I do want to do that quest.
Abba Dabba Honeymoon is the one you do for the Great Khans. Like the drug running thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to stealth kill McLafferty if you don't want to kill him.
Maybe that's what I should do in one of these streams, is go do some cons quests. Also, I do need to do the Pimp Boy 5 billion quest.
Yeah, I got that in my last stream and then looked at it and was like, nah, give me back my old one.
Keep up the good work. Instead to give you this.
Wow.
Was that all?
I also did the Great Khans quest and we kept watching Carl die. I'd get him to lose his cool in front of the Great Khans and they'd all turn on him and rip him apart and it was hilarious. I ended up having to do it like 2 or 3 times.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Is that loaded? Let me try it. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Hi there.
Hey, I can see right down the barrel. I've been trying to get that line to play and it won't.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling. This should only take a moment. There, I've stowed all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's...
That's a lot of energy weapons. Brings back some interesting memories.
Energy weapons? Of course not. I mean, but we study all sorts of science and technology, so, you know, you just kind of get familiar with them. Yeah.
It's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Evening.
Are we being watched?
Cree, you are muted, as usual. I am well aware, thank you.
We're watching you closely.
Got it.
You find any evidence yet? I'm not gonna wait forever. No shit. There it is. The blood, the motive, as clear as day. They must have penned these with snake venom. But we got it. Now what? Sure, this damns them, but only if someone listens. Well, Jackson and the Mojave outpost could get it to the folks in the west. I wouldn't trust anyone closer to the Colorado. And the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs have their heart back west. Not sure it'll do any good, though. All right, let's do it. Listen to what he has to say.
Hey.
Later. Or... Give me my guns.
You know what? That actually is kind of a good way to like complete Cass's quest to kill all the Van Graffs is do the job and let the guy blow up the fucking building. So the only one you have to kill afterwards is actually I don't even think you have to kill the guy that you're with. I think he's like I have to go find a new job and he just leaves. So I don't even think you have to kill him.
I love how the game has a system to remove all of your weapons for certain encounters and stuff, but it doesn't rebind them to your fucking hotkeys. Thank you, game. I love it.
Yeah, I hate that.
10 out of 10.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. What is it? Let me see. All right, this explains a lot of the lost caravans. I thought it was Legion work, but I can, if you make me a promise. I need you to swear you won't take revenge on Gloria or Alice. If you do, then your case is over, and we can't see that justice is done. I know some things are hard to let go, but you and Miss Cassidy need to understand that. Hear me? I can promise that. What happens after? Not even God himself could move the Congress in or out of session. And this is a tricky matter. God, what a mess. People turning against each other when the Mojave's at risk of falling? If the Republic's sinkhole progress doesn't kill us, greed will. Thanks for bringing me this. I know revenge must have been tempting. For what it's worth, I appreciate you didn't shed any more blood. We need to save our strength for the Legion. I'll do what I can, and those folks that got killed need to be answered for.
See, Fallout has always been wacky. Yeah.
Well, that's settled, I suppose.
I promise I won't take revenge on either of them. That said, I can't help it if someone goes into the Van Graff's Silver Rush and blows it up.
No. No, I know. Just hard to say how I feel right now. Wait, that's not true. I think the NCR back west, when riled, is going to be the worst enemy the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan ever had. They're all so mired in procedure and paper out there. The kind of evidence we gave is going to be worse than shooting them. I think that settles accounts with me and my men. That was some tricky political maneuvering, but worth it, even if it takes a few years. All right, then.
Hey.
I'm gonna do one last thing on stream today. I am going to guard a door. And I will guard it very well.
Sneaking done.
He's gonna
Fighting
guard the
now.
fuck out of that door.
Cessation of hostilities complete. Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Who the fuck is you?
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Oh, the Silver Rush Crier turned hostile on me. How do you guys know if I've...
Ready?
Oh my
Steady.
god!
Fighting.
I guess I won't be guarding a door
over.
today.
The hell did you do?
I didn't do shit!
I looked away for 1 second and you're fucking...
I didn't do shit. The Van Graffs know? How would they know? I gave the evidence to one guy.
Oh, yeah, no, that turns them hostile.
So now I can't blow them up.
Nope.
Looking for weapons. Check out Mick and Ralph. Probably a sight better than Ralph. Always trying to talk me out of my pants.
Correct, it's an either or. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Look on the bright side, all those weapons didn't get blown up. Free money for the taking. He said if I took revenge, that justice wouldn't be served back in the NCR. Does it actually account for if I go in there and kill them? The ending slides don't care that you end them after, considering it to be justified, presumably because they so often leave the Silver Rush indoor cell and attack you in Freeside. Oh. I do believe. I do believe we can salvage this slightly. No, Kree, they are just minimum wage workers. Oh boy, my favorite targets to kill.
Had enough?
Out of all the people who deserve it, they deserve it the most.
Let's start this dance.
Fighting over.
If you say you're going to gather evidence, then kill the bitches anyway, at least tell me when you change your mind. Now, if you're done fucking around, let's... Don't matter much how we settle this. Just trim the Van Graff family tree. Now, on to settle accounts with Alice McLean. Can't wait to see the look on her face. Music?
Oh, so they do still give the dialogue for if you kill her. Hmm. Anyways, that's the stream for today. Thank you for coming out, everyone. It's very much appreciated, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna stream Friday.
Nice.
Get well soon, I guess. Thank you. I hope I get well soon too. I am very tired of being sick. Although, I'm not going to complain about missing 2 weeks of work. I mean, losing the money kind of sucks, but honestly, it's been a bit of a relief being out of there. Anyways, yes,
Yeah,
good night, everyone.
You've gotten to spend it with me.
Yes, we got to watch Adventure Brothers in Freerin.
And don't forget Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the best one.
Bastard bitch! $5 from some shambler. Thank you. I really hate that having a position on anything media and game turned into a political stance. I just want to play and talk about games. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Later, whores.